Hi, Ralph Morgan here. Before I get started, I want to make sure you continue to look at my YouTube channel and subscribe to it. Make sure you tell others also about my channel and let them know that new uploads, videos will be out every week. And make sure you make a comment. I love comments because I'm trying to improve my site every week. Thank you. Now, if you've ever been stuck in traffic for hours and standing in long lines at the supermarket, you probably know something about patience. The Bible defines patience as a form of perseverance and forbearance that allows us to respond to frustrating circumstances with grace and self-control. Patience is not merely a personality trait, but for us as believers, it is a byproduct of the Holy Spirit's work in our heart and mind. Further, we learn that those who can control their anger have great understanding of Him. On the other hand, those with hasty tempers will make many mistakes. God uses relationships to develop our patience. So abrasive relationships teach us patiently endure. Our loving relationships teach us to patiently enjoy. We are taught also that God promises to reward our good deeds, but sometimes we may feel our payoff is too far away. Remember to be patient because God steps in when it would do the most good for us. Or remember to learn to wait on the Lord because He knows when it will do the most good for you. Now, how can you grow in patience? I realized that I become impatient when I focus on my own agenda and not on God's will for my life. In the book of Psalms, it speaks of waiting patiently for the Lord to help us by waiting patiently in prayer for God to do His work in us. Romans 8 tells us that to look forward to something we don't have yet, we must wait patiently and with confidence for God. And patience is produced by the hope a believer has in God's eternal glory. Finally, in the book of 1 Corinthians, we learn that love is patient and kind. Patience is one of the evidence of love. All through the Bible, it talks about patience as a virtue. Galatians 5, it talks about when the Holy Spirit is controlling our lives, He will produce the fruits of love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, and self-control within us. Ephesians, it talks about being humble and gentle, being patient with each other, making allowances for each other's faults because of your love for others. Patience is a characteristic of love. The more loving we become, the more we model the nature of God in our lives. Because believers know that He is incredible and patient, incredibly patient with us. It talks about whenever trouble comes our way, let it be an opportunity for joy. But when our faith is tested, our endurance has a chance to grow. But when your endurance is fully developed, you will be stronger in character and ready for anything. In Hebrews, it tells we must endure life with patience so that you will continue to do God's will. Then you'll receive all that He has promised. Patience is our evidence of strength and character, and enduring patience flows from strong character. Finally, I learned that much of the impatience was caused by my rushing ahead of God's promise, or trying to force His promises to happen ahead of schedule. This is shown in the Genesis with Abram's wife, Sarah, because she could not have a child. But God had a total different process for her. Second is that an impatience can lead to disobedience, causing us to miss out on God's blessings in our life. This is shown when King Saul disobeyed a command to wait on Samuel to submit a burnt offering. And because of his disobedience, God was going to put David in charge of Israel. And thirdly, impatience can lead to poor choices. When Moses failed to come back down the mountain right away, the people went to Aaron, Moses' brother, and said, "Make us gods who can lead us, because Moses, who brought us here from Egypt, has disappeared. We don't know what has happened to him." So I hope this helps. Thank you for your time. Have a great day. Out.